Afternoon everyone. Nearly say evening, but anyway. My foot switch. Someone told me what it was. As soon as I looked it was obvious. And all it is a switch, and you put your foot on it and it operates a little micro switch. I'll try and show you in a minute. It's on there, look. Just bring it a bit closer to show you if I can. There you are. And right, hold it steady. You can probably see it's a double pole one, but we only need one. That one works it, right? So when you put your foot on that, it operates that dead man switch, a foot switch. Anyway, I've been thinking about this for quite a while, to be honest. And so just to show you, first of all, why do I need it? Well, two reasons. I very rarely use my grinder up here, but my blooming grinder has the switch went. Now when I'm downstairs it's not too bad, to be honest. It's not that bad, but up here, of course, I rarely use it. I mean, all I do with it is, you know, with the cutting disc on, I probably just cut a piece of plastic. You know, when I'm making my clocks, things like that, I've sometimes got to use this, or I might use my Dremel. But for both of them, this is going to be useful, and I've got it, haven't I? That's the thing. So what I've been doing, of course, is plugging this in on that. Well, not ideal, is it? If I happen to drop it or add a grinding disc, it's going to, you know what I'm saying. So I thought we'd just utilise this. I've been thinking about this for a few weeks actually, and problem is it's car time again. I've got the wheel bearing needs changing. I went to the garage 2 days ago, and God, the amount of stuff you need, eh? Anyway, I went to the garage 2 days ago and they weren't very busy, and I said, well, I've got a free ramp, you can go on there. So I got one of the lads to put it on, so I didn't hurt myself. Didn't do an awful lot. I took one hub off, you know, potted about a bit really, and well, basically I did it anyway. Alex did the job for me, changed the bearing, but the hub's worn. We've never known it before, so I didn't know what to do. I was a bit, you can imagine. Anyway, the thing is, like I said, I didn't really know what to do. So if I turn to the light, you might see me a bit better. There you go. Right. And so I ummed and ahed a bit, and Mark said, well, why don't you just ring up and see? And lo and behold, I mean, it's it's not 18-year-old at all, it's a 96 car, you know, my Clio is. Anyway, they had one. Anyway, I went up yesterday and it had come, and I looked, and it appears to be the right one. The only problem is they've got really busy. The other thing is, just doing that little bit, now I'm a bit ill sometimes, just an age thing, nothing to do about it. So, it's a way you can do it, take it off outside, and I couldn't, you know, so it's not urgent, you know, I'll run home with it, and I'm not going anywhere. That's not a problem. The problem is me. So anyway, that's why I was looking round today, and I thought, well, we need to do something, you know, something I can manage. So what I've done, I've been a bit lucky I suppose, I found a piece of wire and a socket that will go on there, you see, like that. And I've got a plug to put on the other end, so I'll plug it in, and then I've got a foot switch, right? And it'll also be useful on my Dremel, because several times when I've been doing this, especially doing small things, you try and set up, you know, and you need to hold it somehow. But then you want it in place, but then of course, you've got to switch the thing on. And this one, my speed control has gone again. Alex gave me this, you know that. I think you remember that. But it has been useful. Still works, obviously. But I just thought, well, that's another use for this. And I've got it, haven't I? Came in, you know, in all my stuff, if you remember. So what I'm going to do is wire that up. I won't bore you with all the putting the plugs on and that. I'm sure you know how to put a plug on. It tells you on here, look. Tells you what everything is, you see. That's the earth, and that's the live, and that's the neutral. Right, that way round. Or the other way round, whichever. But anyway, we can't get that wrong. And on a plug, which we all know, I've got a plug, look, they're all full to bits, been turned off, but you see there's the neutral. I was right. So you turn that over, so you plug it in. I was right, that's the neutral. It's sort of the opposite when you're wiring a plug up. I'm only just mentioning it because it can be a bit confusing, that's all. So instead of boring you for a couple of hours, I don't know however long it takes, wiring up, I'll get it done, because all I've got to do is, it's not a problem in the slightest, but in the foot switch itself, I'll just strip the live, which is the brown wire of course, and all I've got to do is connect it on those two. So I'll get on and do that. Well, I've got it done. I think it'll be alright, we'll see. That's how it goes, look. And that's the live, obviously, the brown in our country. I don't know what it is in yours. And I have soldered all the ends and they're in and tight. And that's on and that's tight, so there's just enough room. I'll just show you the plug. So you can see that it's, as I say, I've soldered the ends and crimped it up and done it. I think we're right. And the socket, well, it's a bit dark in there, isn't it? But anyway, I've soldered the ends and they're all on tight, so I'll just screw that lot on. And then we'll see if it works, eh? Right, put this on here. And move it where? There. You don't need to see a lot, do you? If you can see a little bit, it helps, doesn't it? Oh, I've got my screws up. Right. That's on there. And that goes on there. It did do. It does do. Amazing. What am I looking at? There. Just see how much my hand's in the way as usual. That's all. There. Now I've got screwdrivers and... God, it's amazing how many tools you want in it for a little job like this. But it took quite a while because I was... As I say, I've been lucky with the wire. It's just long enough. I mean, just long enough. So... it was just a piece I found, and I had to cut a few tails off, obviously, but it seems to work, I think. I don't need to check it out. We'll check it in a minute. I actually haven't tried it yet. And I've got to put the plug on there. What's fooled me, this is upside down, of course. Now, the reason for that is the wire, I just did it quickly. 2 cable ties and had one of these and put it on there. It worked ever so well. Except it's upside down because the wire wasn't blooming long enough. So I'll see if we can get this on, and then let's have a different screwdriver. So that one will fit. Yeah. There we are. And that's on there. Now this bit here, let me just tip the camera a fraction. Where are we? That's it. You can sort of see, I think. Anyway, there's a flat good on there. I will just, before I do it, I will just show you it, if I can. Is it dark in there? But, you know, we've got that brown wire, as I said, we had to cut that and put that in. That's tight, and that's on there as tight as I can get it. So, you know, we'll have to see, won't we? We can't do any more. So that thing goes on there like that, I think. Yeah. And the top, which is here, it just goes on like that somehow. And there's 4 screws to put in, so it shouldn't be too difficult a job, I don't think. But then, I don't know about you, but everything I seem to do these days is difficult. It seems to be anyway. And as I say, it did just reach the floor, and that's all it's got to do, because I'm only going to use it up here, you see. And I won't be using it a lot, but it is going, it's only because I got it, you know. And so, as I said, someone told me what it was, and as soon as, if I'd looked at it, I would have known, obviously. So, that's all it is. Pretty obvious what it is, as soon as you look at it. But once I found I got it, because I got so much stuff, haven't I? Can you remember all that stuff I got? I mean, some of it I've not even gone through yet. I've had a load more since. Made him a clock, haven't I? I don't know if he got it yet, because or if they took it, I took it to my mate to give him it. I was actually going to, I ain't done that, but not to worry. There's a bung thing there, and I was going to drill a hole in that and put it in there, but it doesn't matter. It's well held in there. There you are. Now that did just reach the floor. I'll just show you that. Right. It just reaches the floor, you see. And this one is going to be slight, well, not stretch, but I'm just going to have to bend that round there, because like I said, these plugs are upside down, so that's in there. Take the soldering iron plug out the way, we don't need that anymore. Tidy me tools up. Look at this, look, what you need. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Look at that lot, just to do a simple little job. Anyway, put your foot on there, and that works, right? So now let's just try it with the Dremel. So here's the acid test. As I say, I genuinely haven't tried it yet. Right, contact. Oh, turn this on first. Just twiddle you a little bit. Right, so we put that on and it don't work, you see. Contact. Nothing. I mean, marvellous. Actually, it's me playing the fool, I do know. I hadn't switched the switch on, it's got a switch on it. There. Now, when I'm about to, this is going to be useful because, let me just bring you a little bit closer probably, and just show you what we've got. I can use anything at all. Alright, for instance, there you go, you can see that I think. When I was doing my clocks, right, I wanted a line in the right place. So you hold it like that, but you can't. So you have to switch it on, stop and switch it on. And by the way, for some reason this speed control's packed up again. It packed up, then it worked, and now it's packed up again, which is annoying, but I can't do anything about that. Anyway, as you can see, I can now hold it in the right place and draw my line. Where is it? Let me think. There. Where's my finger? Oh, it's a bloody bit upside down. There, look. Right. So it is got to be useful, and it works. So I suppose you could honestly say today we've actually got a foot switch that operates things, and I can honestly see that being a little useful. Right. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little thing. Only actually, all it was, as I said, I've been having to do my car, and we'll stand like that as normal. I'm having to do my car, we're struggling. I might pop up tomorrow and see how busy they are. It's not urgent, I'm not going very far, but it does have to be done sometime, right, in the next week or two. I've got my tractor to bring back or go somewhere else on it, I don't know yet. And I've got a bit of a trip to Field Bangers in, is it 3 weeks I think, so we're not urgent, but oh, it's a bit of a pain not being able to do anything, I'll tell you. Right, I hope you enjoyed this little, let's say, different video today, utilising some more of my stuff. We'll see. Right, so if, and it's an if, it all depends of weather, and it depends of how I am, depends if we get a bit of my car done, which needs doing. We may have a run out at the weekend and show you something else. Might go back to my tractor. As I say, we'll see what happens. Alright, have fun.